let's talk about the kettlebell swing. A kettlebell swing is a powerful ballistic deadlift. It's basically using the power of your hips to generate force to push weight up, and then it ballistically will come back to you, catching the weight back into your hips, and then pressing and using those legs again to power that weight back up. So you can imagine as the weight starts to come back to you, it's going to get heavier. So you need to use a lot of force to then get the bell away from you. You do that by driving your feet into the floor and creating a standing plank at the top. So setting things up, you want to start in a hike position. So the bell is going to be out in front of me. I take my feet a little wider than hips distance. I want to make sure that I'm in a strong position here. Now I'm going to hinge my butt back. The kettlebell is arm's distance away from me. I'm going to place my hands on the bell, but I'm over top of it. I'm then going to shift my weight back into my heels. Now you can see that my shoulders are above my hips and my hips are above my knees. My knees are basically parallel to those ankles. I then pack my shoulders down. Notice how the bell is an extension of my arms. This is because I want to make sure that without flicking my wrist, I can hike the bell through my legs. So here's the first part. I'm going to show you just the hike. Hike and then reset. My toes actually came off the floor a little bit, so you really want to think about rooting yourself in. So to go into this swing, I start from this position. I'm going to hike and then stand. I'll show you a few here. And then bring it down. When I come down, I drop my hips down and lower the bell in a safe position. So if you notice, what happens is when I start, my eyes are down, looking at a diagonal. So my head is in a straight line with my back. I'm not cranking my chin here, and I'm not looking up in this position. So you find this neutral neck. Once I hike, I'm going to use the power of my legs just to aggressively drive through the floor. Once I do that, the bell is just going to float. So it's two parts. The hinge, the extension. Once I get to this hip extension, I'm really thinking about creating a standing plank. That bell should just float up. So you don't want to shrug your shoulders. Let your power take the bell up to the top position. Now, you're going to allow gravity to let the bell come back down instead of forcefully pulling it down. It's going to come back to you. Once it passes your eyes, you're looking forward as long as you can. You'll wait to that last minute. You'll bend. Let the bell go all the way through your legs, getting right back to that same starting position, and then push it back up again. So watch again now that I gave you that explanation. I sit back. Breathing goes in through the nose and out through the mouth when I push my feet through the floor. So hike. And then I'll place the bell down. That is your 2-arm swing.